Hello, and welcome to another Artcast. This afternoon, just decided to give this a shot, set it up. A little bit late in the afternoon, but I just got done with some stuff, and I got some more work to do. But I've got these new lapel mics that I've been dying to test out. They're wireless, Bluetooth. They have their own dedicated connection to a receiver. Much high quality than the wired lapels I've been working with. So, yeah, just decided to do that, screw around. At about an hour in, I may have to start dinner, but that's okay, because I can still keep up the conversation as we explore this Artcast of DJ Daisy Duck, which was a commission from, what was it, like a month ago? Yeah, and part of a series, actually, of Minnie, Daisy, and Clarabelle. Wait, let me throw this out there. Link and throw this out there. Ruby. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here drawing my other stuff. Busy couple days. Getting ready for my aunt. It's still coming a month, but everyone's so worried about that they're making preparations early. A bunch of stuff to do with the church. It's been really been time. Oh, and the freaking garbage disposal broke, which was a pain in the ass. Just started leaking out the bottom. Don't know what. Took it apart. Didn't see any holes or yeah. Basically, from video tutorials I looked online, the biggest culprit is like erosion making a hole through the actual bottom metal plate. Easily fixed with some JD Weld. Wasn't so lucky. Either find. It looked like the caulking just dried out, so I just sealed it up and put it all back, and it didn't work, so I had to go and get a new one. Those are a pain in the ass. Anyway, how are you all? This also helps because I found a way to. I don't know if I actually recommend this, but I found a program, and if you're actually in the need for it, something like that, the program is called. I'm just bringing it up now. Voice Micro 1.4. It's actually made for disabled individuals. Like I just saw recently. It came across my feed of there's a Let's Player I follow. He God, I can't remember the actual name of him. He beats video games with his chin. Just type in any sort of old school NES, and then with my chin, and that should bring him up. And then I guess that kind of led my algorithm to show me this guy who was showing off this program as a way of how they edit videos. Anyway, I'm using it because even though it splits my attention two ways between drawing and video editing, I programmed it with all the commands I use in Lightworks. So I can just say play, or stop, or mark in, mark out, cut. It's actually really handy. I'm just begging for burnout, but like the more I can get done in a day, the better. Let's see. I was gonna have this up as a drawing video, but I got a little sidetracked, as I want to do. But if I can get this done, get it ready for tomorrow, and then work on some other stuff, and then we should be ready. But anyway, yeah, this is Daisy as a DJ. And I was gonna say there's certain artists that I was looking into. There was I'm trying to think. What's the word? A character sheet from an unproduced Mickey Mouse movie. It was supposed to be not a sequel, but like a follow-up to Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And it was about the three main boys, and I guess Minnie and Daisy were supposed to be in the Navy for some reason. So anyway, I found that character sheet, and I mainly used that as an inspiration for this particular. Do I have everything here? Yeah, I guess I do. I can start coloring. Okay. This particular, just, reference. People were saying, like, I gave her a lot of a big butt. But if you look at her character sheet, he even has... That's about the size of it. I'll fiddle with the proportions the more and more we get into the actual finished product. But honestly, that's about it. I was also going by I was going by not House of Mouse. What was the one before that? Not House of Mouse, it was Mickey Mouse Works. I was going by the model sheet of that. Hey John, how's it going? Recently watched Invader Zim Enter the Florpus after binging the show for the first time. Pretty good. Few instances of a good revival in recent memories. Yeah, Enter the Florpus is actually like really good. It's a nice little continuation from the main series. There's not really a lot of out of place continuity issues. I watched your review and mentioned it, and wanted to see Tack. Fun fact: according to Richard Horvitz in San Ruggis, the voice of there was supposed to be a scene of Tack's ship freeing Tack from Mupin Tin prison, but it was cut for time. Jonan would later imply the events later. Okay, that's cool. There was a long running comic book. I don't know if Tack appeared in that or not. The comic book was I don't know. I like read the first couple issues. It was good. The artwork was extremely stylized. You wouldn't say it was on model, but it captured the essence of the series. Am I coming in okay? Is this audio sounding okay? I've got the lapel set up right next to my face. Similar area. There we go. That's what I want. Tag is mentioned by name in the comic, but she does not appear. Well, shoot. Anyway, I'm glad. Did you watch the show based off of my review? Which, by the way, there are certain videos that are precursor to other new series. Like, that should have totally been a side-eye review. But I wanted to talk about the movie so much badly that it just turned into its own little review. Need to copy that, bring it up here, put that on a multiple plane so I can see what the hell I'm doing. And there we go. will find Zim. You know what? I was just thinking about Zim today. Hey, geek. Hey, Amalina. I was just thinking about there's the running joke. It's like blank has existed longer than the Confederacy, and then everyone, like Annoying Orange is 10 years old. MST3K like has the first season lasted longer than the Confederacy. All that stuff. I was thinking of like, what is stuff that is way better than the Confederacy, but still like quality over quantity, considering that. I was like, okay, well, Invader Zim. But I was like, nope. Maybe if you consider the whole entire franchise, it was just it was a shower thought. It really didn't go anywhere, but that's like the last time I thought about Invader Zim. Oh, this doesn't look good at all. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for a revival, but the movie was well and good enough. And probably the best out of all those revivals. Or the sort of Nickelodeon... What else did they have? They had Hey Arnold, and they had... There's a third one, I think. Oh, of course. Static Shock. Rocko's Modern Life. I enjoyed that one, but I definitely have to say that the Invader Zim was my favorite, and that it felt like an actual movie. Static Shock just felt like a special. I like the message of Static Shock a little bit more. Let's just say that. But again, it felt like a special, and then that one felt like a movie. Especially the chase sequence at the end of Florpus. Yeah, Leprechaun B. No. Leprechaun Cat? I don't know. Robot Leprechaun Cat? Is that what he screams? Jonan did say it was meant to be a special, and did more plans for Invader Zim. He can't do for now. Okay. So hot. Despite liking the reboot of DuckTales, I think the reboot kind of tried a little too hard. You know what? I don't know. I kind of get really into the DuckTales reboot. For some reason, despite loving like Dave Tennant and just a lot of the direction that they went in, I just like couldn't quite, and I don't know. It just kind of bounced off me. I kind of like the stuff they did with Darkwing Duck, but that kind of terminated. Also, I don't like the idea of the original Darkwing Duck turning into the new Nega Duck. On the other hand, they couldn't have anyone else do the voice. Like, that's too good. Hey King, how's it going? Jungle Movie was fine. Oh, this slipped. Jungle Movie was fine for me, I think. I don't like how they regressed the Patakis a little bit too much. Like, I would have liked it if they had gone with, if they had kept some of the development they made towards the end of the series. Like, I don't like the idea of uh, Olga not going anywhere or developing any new character for that whole period, and Helga's mom relapsing into like alcoholism. Like a decent place, I would say. The Patakis, and then that just kind of was like, hey, you like remember the Jungle Movie? It's like, no, the way the series ended. It's like, well, kind of wanted the Patakis, that MTV Pataki series. That would have been cool. Hold on, I'm getting lost in the process here. One of these days, when I get an actual working schedule, and I know I can sit down for at least 2 hours, I'm gonna do legitimate live streams. Not that this isn't fun, and opens up the possibilities of just being able to do other things. It's like I'm drawing something else while I look at footage of another drawing. It's a little weird. Right, that should do that. But then again, I can't just stop and finish a thought like I'm doing now. I'm turning back, I'm looking at the chat. Then if I did that, then there would be no new drawing. Which that's the advantage of this. I could just run my mouth. I don't need to, and yet I continue. For those who don't know, yeah, I'm basically the caretaker for just an increasing number of older family members, and going to be more for about a month worth. Basically, I scrounge whatever footage I can get going. I have a program. OBS is programmed to record when I start drawing and then stop when I don't draw. And then I take that and I cobble together these art streams, and then that's it. Hey, Tiny. I think the reason the OG DuckTales story arcs is like stuff like Asterix and Obelix. Mom's doing fine. She's great. Never have to worry about her. I mean, I do, but I mean, I don't, Grandma's doing okay. She's still up and active. Just a little bit, she's like 91, going to be 92, and it's, we just, gotta take some things into consideration. And I worry about her. But she does fine. She gets around perfectly well. She's like in better condition than most people like are in their 80s and 70s. There was this guy who was in his 70s in the doctor's office the other day. I don't mean to like, speaking perfectly honestly, he looked like death warmed over. I don't know if he like what he had, but Grandma is still kicking. It's tough. even now, I don't know. I'm doing this because if oh god, it's so hot here. If it were like I'm fingers crossed. I'm hoping that September the garage will be way more habitable than it is now. Um, I have a spare setup in the garage for streaming and stuff like that. I finally got it perfected around, what was it? April was when I started going out there, and that was pretty good. That lasted for like a hot minute. And then the minute got longer and hotter. It's like, what is it, 100? They said we were going to get to 118 pretty soon. It's not the hottest on record, but it is like Earth had its 4 hottest days in a row. So that's a fun thing to think about. What if I just moved out and then visited a lot? And I think, you know what? There's a movie called Wrinkles, and I watched that very early on in me basically moving in on a permanent basis with her, and it was about this. It's about an older guy going into a retirement home. It's released by G Kids, but it is not for kids at all, at all. Literally a part in the, like, I'm wondering like what would happen if, like, well, first of all, I don't think any kid would want to. It's about like a bunch of old people. But like, what if someone says like, oh, it's G Kids, okay, which by the way specializes in bringing movies over from like Europe and dubbing them and then bringing them over here. I think they landed a big deal with Studio Ghibli. Like, for a while, Studio Ghibli was being released by Disney and Miramax. Or actually, I think they were Disney. Oh god, I'm on such tangents. Disney owned Miramax, and Disney would release Ghibli movies under Miramax logos. But then after Studio Ghibli became sort of more mainstream, thanks to that sex pest that worked in Pixar, who wanted to be best friends with Miyazaki. But Miyazaki was probably like, "Go away, you sex pest." Anyway, they put the Disney stamp all over that crap, and then I think Miyazaki was just like, screw that mouse. And then so now they've got like deals with like G Kids, which is good. But anyway, this movie has like, right in the middle, there's this paralyzed woman who just screams obscenities at our main character, who is like a 80-plus man with dementia, and he's slowly coming to the grips with the fact that he has that. So it's just like it was just a peek into that life. Also, when my grandpa, well, my step grandpa, but he was like in my life for about 8 years, and he was like a real grandpa to me. He ended up in one of those like rehab places, which was also just like a straight up nursing home for some of the residents, and they would get so like lonely and sad, and I was just like, I don't want that to happen. I'm going to come up with little tricks like this, where I can maybe do art streams while I do other projects and then make dinner later on. This one little life hack. Nursing homes hate it. hate to get heavy on you, but like I've had a rough couple days, and I just need to kind of vent, I guess. I that surprised me. Anyway, Daisy's looking okay. I gave her the long ponytail from House of Mouse because I just thought it was really cute. The commissioner didn't say either way, but they were pleasantly surprised with that. With Clarabelle, there was a few issues with that where I gave them the sketch and they said, "Well, no, I want it a little different," which is weird. Usually, not that I'm against it, but it's I don't know. Usually, my clientele is so wonderful that when I give them the sketch, they're like, "Oh wow, that's great." I very rarely have to do any major re-renovations. That's not the word. Um, you know, um, Not renovations. Just basically redraw the thing. Ah, crap. The wood is at 100 currently. I mean, like 100 degrees, or you have a relative that is 100, Michael. Which, by the way, I do have a relative who, or I had? I don't know. It was like one of Grandma's cousins. I think they have passed. Yeah, Wrinkles from 2011, which I believe was based off a comic. There are a lot of good movies that are based off of comics. You've got if you like Wrinkles and you want something a little bit more laissez-faire, a little bit more, still kind of heavy for a kids movie, but not too heavy. I would suggest April and the Incredible World, Extraordinary World. Yeah, I had a great aunt who was like 102. If I can make it past the age of 56, then I think I'm almost guaranteed to live until I'm 90. That's the way my family works. That's the way my father's side of the family works. Either people have like died at like in their 50s or 60s, or they like lived to be ancient. God damn it. Okay, just wait. So anyway, yeah, I've been editing with the voice while I've also been trying to draw. Except the only thing is like there's very few points where I get into a good enough flow where I'm just like, okay, I can pay attention to like the audio that I'm listening to, which is my own voice, which already I don't think there's always something about your own voice that you just don't like listening to. Um, but if I can split the difference or split my attention between editing some of my audio and drawing, then it helps. Let's see, what do we have here? That way I can hopefully get more of those side-eye reviews done. Also, I'm going to try and get as much of the Halloween stuff done. I already heard that Linkara is starting his thing, which he does like 31 episodes, which is exhausting, even if they are like 2 minutes long or whatever. I only have to do 13, but again, I'm just kind of don't get a lot of time to myself, or I do, but like that's should be dedicated to getting work done. Oh, I did find something really useful in not Lightworks, the program I work with, but DaVinci Resolve has something called auto scene detect, where it will cut up the footage into different scenes for you. So I run it through that first. It separates the clips, and then it also has this handy little feature of exporting all that as individual clips into a separate folder, so I can just put that into Lightworks. I'm so used to Lightworks. I should learn just how all the ins and outs of DaVinci Resolve and just get used to it, so that way I can just use it. But yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Not really. It's just like me and with Paint Clip Studio and Paint Tool Saya. I like the feeling of Paint Tool Saya's pen too much. It's embedded into my DNA. Although I'll tell you what, that liquidation or liquefy brush is really handy for fixing up like small little errors. Like if the proportions just aren't quite right, you can just go through and just kind of smooth everything over. Others died at 56 and 70. Huh. Yeah, my grandpa died like really young. I mean like in his 60s. Especially compared to my grandma, who's been, outlived him by like maybe 40 years. Get money. Get money. Yeah, does that look okay? That looks weird. Hold on. Get money. Get money. Sometimes when I'm drawing, I listen to, your podcasts, music, stuff like that. Episodes of Let's Plays, whatever. But if I can get into a habit of basically getting flash drawing, or at least like getting used to like trying to remember where I need to cut during certain portions of the editing process, then that'll help. The best part about this, the Bluetooth thing, again, it's got its own dedicated receiver. It's not as messed up as the phone thing, or or using the old school lapel mic. It's got this really long wire. It doesn't get tangled up on anything. I don't know about the battery life. It cut out on me once, but it came with two of them. So it's like a studio kit. So if one of these dies, I can just hop on the other one. Again, I'm not exactly sure what the battery life is on it, but it should be fun to just experiment and see. You get more. I've got the Aqua Teen Hunger Force Plantasm theme stuck in my head. That's what I was watching just this morning. Limited run games. Oh, they're doing pre-orders for Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, the definitive edition. Re-releasing it? What limited run games? The Jurassic Park collection. Okay, these are probably all games that have either lost their licenses and stuff like that. Have I watched Pneumonia yet? Or Nimona? No, not yet. I've seen enough clips. I gotta actually sit down and then dedicate an evening to watching it. Oh. They're also on the gaming front. We have Arazette, the Jewel of Faramore. Someone made a parody game based off of the it's a parody game based off the CDI Phillips Legend of Zelda games. Oh wow, they actually look like exactly like the Wand of Gamelon and stuff like that. Oh, but the gameplay is much better. Oh, got powers. Like this princess character has shields and stuff. So much better. If the Wand of Gamelon had this, then it would have been pretty cool. Like all these different like disconnected accounts are like talking about limited run games. What company? All of a sudden, everyone's just popping off. Yeah, publish Gex. They're going to publish Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. They're going to publish this new game. This little game. Let's see how long I can scroll down in my Twitter feed until I hit another post about limited run games by a different person that I haven't mentioned yet. Okay. Okay, I'm doing too far. There's some sort of Philly cheesesteak. Oh. Oh no, John, don't. Philly cheesesteak cheesecake. You guys have all got to see this monstrosity. Okay, I'm gonna copy the image. Can I post it? Oh, the bastards at Twitter, they use a different kind of thing. Okay, copy image address. And then I'll just use it as a browser. Yeah, look at that. It's a Philly cheesesteak on top of a New York cheesesteak. New York cheesecake, pardon me. Horrible. Unless you like ordered it unless you like wanted to split a meal, and then I would take the top stuff off and whoever I was with could have the bottom. Oh, that's horrible. How do I get rid of this? Okay. Another one, yeah. They're talking about that Wand of Gamelon game. Limited run games just drop like all of a sudden. I mean, I'm all for like mixing savory and sweet sometimes. Like honey is like a cornerstone ingredient for most of like Americanized stir fry menus. Like when I use stir fry, it either calls for brown sugar or honey, and I tend to favor honey. Honey with either a citrus extract if you're making like a a kind of like faux orange chicken kind of thing. Like that's gross. Anyway, it looks like limited run games might have some fire under them. Good for them. Okay, there. Do that right there. What's that? Oh no, is it still there? Oh, there it is. Wow, my preview is really late. Never mind. There we go. Hello, Alter. Sweet and sour pork. Have I ever seen the videos of people making prison food? With Kool-Aid. Oh, okay. No. That's weird. I mean, that's probably something that they do. If you've only got access to a certain amount of ingredients. I would assume a lot of ramen noodles would be used in that. I was thinking about that, Alter. I was thinking about her knife and its ability to pull enemies forward. Not as strong as Roadhog's hook, but it's very similar. And but then she's got her bleed effects, which, by the way, I played a few more games this morning, and won a few. So I think I'm getting used to her. Mainly, she's good in a scrap. What I've decided to do is not run head first because, again, she's got no shield. She's pretty good at like flanking and like picking off a few of the weaker like characters first, especially when you're doing like the robot push thing. Like I circumvent them and I go behind them and I either pick out the healer or I pick out the tank and I pull the tank out of the formation, and that lets my other team kind of steamroll through. Or I pick off the healers, which her bleed is like really effective. It's also pretty good if you can set up a trap with throwing the knife past the group, and if the group form, like even if you miss, if the group forms up, like you recall the knife, and it'll cut through all of them on the way back to your hand, and you can get a lot of damage that way. Yeah, well, a lot of the moves are similar to each other. They all play off each other. What I was going to say is that the revamp for this newest, like Overwatch quote unquote 2, um, they got a thing for sticky bombs, don't they? They gave McCree a sticky bomb. They gave Bastion a sort of sticky bomb. The knife is kind of like a sticky bomb, but it's with a different function. Like there must have been something that they were planning on doing, where they were building around all these different functions. Oh, the soda. Yeah, it's underneath the kitchen sink. Hold on. Yes, yes, and you're on the internet right now, so you can talk. Anyway, quinine. It should be underneath the sink. Actually, we're looking for tonic water, which one of the formulas is quinine. I'm not sure if this has it or contains quinine. Okay, yeah. Just here, if you want a little bit, you can just have a glass. Do you like it with ice or just straight? Okay, well then take a few swigs. It's not dangerous. It's tonic water. You mix it with alcohol and stuff. There you go. It's just if you like the taste or not. It's got a very bitter taste to it, doesn't it?
Drink a lot,
no, no. Okay. Right underneath there.
Oh, underneath.
Yeah, there should be a whole bundle of it too, somewhere else. Yeah, there's 2 other bottles up here. Mm-hmm. I took a little one, but like that was around. I woke up around 3 and decided to get started on something. Do you want that foam stuff that helps you? Okay, I'll be back. Mm-hmm.
You can always make it foam.
Yep.
I'll do it.
Okay, well then you need your other leg to do it.
No, you don't. The other leg don't bother me, but go ahead, put them on.
Okay.
In case it does.
Okay.
What is this anyway?
Don't know. It's just muscle and cramp foam spasm. It's got magnesium sulfate in it. I guess that's the active ingredient.
Sure helps.
Yep. You're welcome. Gotta wash my hands. We're having macaroni and cheese. I'm gonna make it in about an hour. Yeah, we had to do a little bit. There was a little radio play about the taking care of grandma. To buy I'm not touching any of those skins. Overwatch 2 is a scam. There's no reason to play it if you haven't gotten the original game, because I have all the skins. then, like back when they were playing the original Overwatch, like you can earn skins like through loot boxes. They give you 3 chances a week. I'm not paying $15. Yeah, I know. Still. I caved and I bought Mercy's that pink skin back before I learned the truth about the pink ribbon stuff. So they got me there. I gotta watch this stuff. Yeah, we're gonna make macaroni and cheese, and if the stream is still running by then, which I'm calculating, yeah, we got another hour or so. I think I will be working in the kitchen by the time that goes. Hey, Bluntosaur. Alcatraz had the best prison food ever since the guards ate the same food as the inmates. Oh, that makes sense. They were probably stuck on that island. But then they didn't need to feed the inmates the same food as the guards. Probably just a nice coincidence. Not coincidence, but nice that they did it. Stuff in what we call in the industry a bitch. They took turns urinating into his ocular cavities. This way to the kitchen. Yeah. Well, the thing is that breast cancer charity, they skim a lot off the top. Like more than they absolutely should. One could argue that they use that as a front for more business than actual charity towards the breast cancer awareness. You know, like rainbow capitalism. Oh, sorry, hit the mic. This is pretty much done. Yep, it's not nice. You're actually watching this footage. It's sped up to be about 1.1.5. So there's about 3 hours of actual drawing that's captured, even though I think it maybe took about 5 hours. I don't know, but ever since I started recording my drawing, is like you wouldn't think that the time that you have, the pin is lifted off of the monitor or the drawing, whatever drawing apparatus, and you're just looking it over. You wouldn't think that would add up to a lot, but like there's sometimes when you draw for 2 hours and then it's like an hour 20 that it's been recorded. And you think, oh, okay, that's weird. It's kind of like the idea of half pennies that banks have. The plot of Office Space, where they're like, oh, we've got these half pennies, let's just take them. It's like there must be like half seconds when you're not drawing to minutes and in some cases hours. I got it. You through that. Also, I spent most of my time yesterday, other than fixing the garbage disposal. I made treats for Grandma's church. They're having vacation Bible school, and they asked if we could do some stuff. And it was a little bit complicated. It was graham crackers. We had to take graham crackers and frosting. Everything was pre-bought, so that was nice. But you had to take the graham crackers, cut them into their the smallest fourths that they had, put blue frosting on it, and then put 2 little Teddy Grahams. And that was supposed to represent John. A while since I've John and Jesus walking on the Dead Sea. Time consuming. And I half imagined that the kids were supposed to do that. Decorate their own little cookies and then do that. As also a arts and crafts kind of thing. But they just didn't have the time. So they all had to be pre-made. Time consuming and also stressful when your garbage disposal doesn't work and you have to try and get it all together before you can start cooking. I need to flatten this. Okay, never mind. That's not what I want to do. No. Let go. Let go of everything. There. Get rid of that. Okay, there we go. Want to use this color, maybe. Or this color for shading. Gotta get back to work later. I'll see you, Alter. You take care. Was she originally released? Was the Mercy skin originally released in 2018? I don't know. I think I would remember that because all of the other skins you have access to. Also, the skins for the Junker Queen are okay. I got her the blue one, which seems to be my favorite so far. But and then another alt. But she's. Oh no, your Band-Aid? What happened? What happened?
I rubbed against the sofa.
Oh, ooh. Against the sofa? That's what happened?
I think that was there.
Okay, yeah, that was there from the other day, so it must have just rubbed off.
Well, yeah, and the Band-Aid.
Is this a new tear in your skin?
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta go see this. Here, hold on. Let's go and clean that off with antiseptic and everything.
Just pick up Band-Aid. It'll be okay.
Oh, actually, no, that's not a tear. That's just Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I've had this for
A couple days.
yeah, but I forgot to put
Oh, come on. Now the bandage is stuck in the thing. There we go. There we go. We're good.
a
That's not. Yeah, that's not. That wasn't a new tear. That
garbage
yeah, pretty much.
hat.
That was just a dollar store hat. I bought it as a. It was a bit. If you want to take it, it's yours. Mom just came through him like a tornado, and
I'll wear it out. I work hard.
that's perfect. It looks pretty good.
It's downward. It,
The sun won't hurt you.
right.
Okay, take it. It's yours.
Honey.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'll start cooking dinner in maybe about another 30 minutes. You're not bugging me. You're not bugging me. Okay, nope, I saw fan arts of her as a lifeguard. Yeah. You can play with her as a lifeguard in her lifeguard skin during the summer games, the volleyball. But you know what? I actually really enjoy a little bit more than the Lucio ball, I would have to say. Pardon me. That was that tonic water coming up. Have you guys ever tried tonic water? It's not good. I mean, it's kind of good. It has a sweet flavor to it. Which I don't know if that's the quinine or not. Oh, actually, if you're on certain kind of medicines, maybe you shouldn't actually take tonic water. Just, be aware of that. It's kind of like if you're on birth control, you shouldn't have any of that stupid charcoal stuff. Like the gimmicky like burger buns that are black, or like ice cream that's black. Basically, like whenever anyone tries to make like black food for like Halloween or whatever, you got to watch out for that. Howdy, Crossy Hossy. Did you hear that Gex is coming back? Also, Clock Tower is getting a re-release. Yeah, limited run gaming. I don't know what the hell. This is just all came out all of a sudden. But people are like going nuts for all this stuff. There's a new clip of the Radiant. Radiant is the blood of the baboon. I'm gonna watch it now, but this is pretty cool. Oh, Orpheus. Oh, I need a pre-order? What is this? Pre-order the bonus feature on Blu-ray. I don't watch Blu-rays. Raise a hand. Who collects Blu-rays? I don't. That was sort of that was just like right in between. It's like Laserdisc, really. Like in between DVDs and VHSs, where it's like, okay, well, no, the technology is a little different. I've been okay. We just we're doing some things. I'm working on some stuff. We're kicking around the house, doing some chores. Taking care of grandma, taking care of business, and such. Just like strolling through Twitter. This strikes are supposed to be disruptive. Lots of good artwork from Turquoise, commissions open, of outhouse stuff. I do sometimes when I have the money. Oh, Blu-rays. Yeah. The only the only Blu-ray I actually own is that collection of the Seth MacFarlane Whopper, the cartoons sponsored by Burger King, where it's just like really short YouTube clips, like shorts before shorts were a thing. And back when like YouTube would pay out based on like they would pay animators based on like the clicks and not minutes watched. Okay, that's a good reason. Okay, I'm not a big connoisseur about like getting Blu-rays for like I'm not a huge like resolution nut. But I could see how horror fans would want that stuff because it sucks getting a choppy version of like a really classic movie that's just kind of like all like, I mean, one could argue that that's the charm of them, but like a copy of The Brain from like the 80s that's been like sun bleached and like damaged to hell. Like the magnet tape doesn't work anymore. I could see how Blu-ray would be like really a big boom for them. I think like Red Letter Media also collects a lot of those Blu-rays of those weird old movies. Now people are streaming in like high D resolution. Like YouTube, when I first started out, not first started out, but like about maybe 5 years ago, I was like posting in 720, and YouTube considered that HD. Now that's just standard. I mean, you can stream in like a really high resolutions if you got the money for the Wi-Fi and the internet connection and all that stuff. Like, well, I can get a Blu-ray or I can get the same picture, almost indistinguishable, if I just stream it. I can totally see how horror buffs would love Blu-ray, especially when they can, or maybe they would hate it. I don't know, because if you can see all the weird, if everything's super clear, then you can see all the seams on like the masks and stuff like that. Oh, what does Psycho look like in super high resolution? Does the mama corpse look like a squeaky toy? Is it all plasticky, or does it look like really good? I don't know. That's an experiment. It doesn't matter. The corpse is not the scariest part of Psycho. but that would be interesting to see what how those effects hold up. But yeah, I just think it's funny. And I got that from a dollar store, and I don't think I've actually watched it. I think it's like still in its case, but I was like, I pay $1 for this stuff. I think the PS4 has a Blu-ray player because Blu-ray is actually a copywritten format, right? Think, or am I misreading that whole situation? Oh wait, no, screw that. I actually do own another set of Blu-rays. The Angry Video Game Nerd, actually, Steven, when he was putting together the Blu-ray set, they used some of my artwork, and they sent me a copy of the Blu-ray set of all the seasons going up to 2000. I don't know. It was pretty recent. It's like you can fit like maybe the first 7 years of Angry Video Game Nerd on the first Blu-ray. Okay, so that is right. Sony owns Blu-rays as a format. So I actually have a signed copy of the DVD set, and I have a signed copy of the poster. So that is the second Blu-ray I own. I own that, and I own I own Seth MacFarlane's YouTube shorts. I remember the first time I saw the Angry Video Game Nerd, I was actually in high school, and it must have been was it high school or was it my first year of college? And I didn't see it online because I wasn't online a lot. I hadn't discovered YouTube yet. I know DeviantArt was a thing, and I would go on there to look at a bunch of artwork that I liked. But I wasn't like watching videos. I remember because I saw the Angry Video Game Nerd DVD, and it was like the Angry Video Game Nerd DVD, and I found it in a it was used, and it was in some sort of weird bookstore. I remember it must have been either Glendale or Scottsdale, because we were going out of our way for something. I forget what. Maybe I think Mom needed new furniture for her salon, so we had to go to this warehouse in order to like order it and pick up some stuff. And I was going along with her, and we were making a day of it. We went to a Chili's that they had over there, and it was okay, which was just what you would expect from a Chili's. But before that, we went into this bookstore, and I was looking through all the DVDs they had. They had the Superman Volume 3, and I was like, oh, cool, super. In fact, I think that's where I got my Superman Season 3 DVD, was from there. And they had other things, and I'm looking at this thing, and it's like the Angry Video Game Nerd. What the hell is this? And I look at it, and I look at the back, and I'm like, is this like shot on Shittio? Did someone just make this? I was like, that's weird, and I put it back, and then I didn't realize what it was until like maybe later in college, when I started watching those videos that YouTube started taking off. You can actually like do stuff. Actually, I discovered YouTube when I just started looking for different music, because I would, like a lot of other people, I had the iTunes, so I would like burn my own DVDs. So I would have iTunes, I would burn my own DVDs. I was looking for more music, and so I just typed in like songs that I liked and was looking for, and then they would like have links to all these YouTube channels. I was like, oh, what's this? A tube? Like, oh, this can't be legal. And it wasn't, but it kind of also was, sort of. I didn't know about Screw Attack. I didn't know of anybody. The thing, I think the thing that oh, I know what I when I was in high school, someone showed me 8-bit theater, and they were all like, "This is hilarious," and I read through a few, I think I devoured the whole first run, and I did like it. But it was like, the old Simpsons jokes, like, these are pretty powerful spells, huh? It's like, oh, go for the good of the city. Back when they were just aping off of that. And then, of course, the whole bit about how the black mage can only use his ultimate attack once a day. It's pretty interesting. That was kind of like my first foray into, like, internet stuff. Like, we had computer lab for like maybe we didn't have access to the computers a lot, but when we did a few times, a buddy was like, "Hey, check this out, what else did I find? Of course, there was Sabrina Online, which was, if you're like into, like Minerva Mink stuff and stuff, if you got a hankering for that was another thing. What other webcomics were there? Got into Sin City, which is good. Not Sin City or whatever that is. Penny Arcade was pretty fun, but I got into that in college. I've deeply enjoyed your television reviews as of late. Looking forward to more Unicorn. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna still do it 2 episodes at a time. The series finally seems to, like, I don't know why. I don't think I would have enjoyed the Elf saga, but I kind of did. I really dug it. And again, Emily is the goat. She is the one that's just like sitting there and being like, okay, this is what you need to do, or like, this is how a normal person would react to this situation. So, Control Alt Delete. Oh, VG Cats. Before that became synonymous with you know what. I enjoyed VG Cats. I thought it was pretty good. I was a little surprised to hear that they had beef with Matt from Super Best Friends. Like, there was a point where, like, webcomics were the thing. Now in the middle of this weird revival for the early 2000s stuff, and I can't say I'm a huge fan of it. They brought back who was it? Something Hilton, Paris Hilton, to like sponsor Taco Bell stuff. And also, we just happen to have a writer's strike, which again is like another early 2000s things again. And do what you can to support that. I canceled my Netflix and I canceled my I didn't have Hulu. I'm thinking about I'm gonna there's got to be a way to say, hey, I need Amazon Prime, because I use that to buy like stuff for grandma. Like if she needs her hearing aid filters and she needs that, because she doesn't tell me until the day she needs them. So that's why I have Amazon. That's why I've kept it. I wouldn't have had it all this whole time if not for that. And I don't feel like going through all of her stuff and being like, okay, well, she needs hearing aids or the hearing aid filters and stuff like that. Also, if a piece of equipment breaks down, I could just get it fast. Not my equipment, but like there was what did I need? A compressor for the air conditioning, and I needed to order that like really fast the other like last summer. But anyway, do what you can to support the ongoing writer strike. They have produced so much stuff for streaming. Like they're actually throwing stuff away now. You know, like the Batman, the Batwoman movie, the well, what other things are they just kind of throwing away for tax purposes? The I don't know what you mean by it. Should I know what you mean by that? Yeah, people were like bringing up all the different shows and movies that were like, hey, these are all the movies that got released on physical media that later became like cult favorites. Go down the drain, you wouldn't be able to see that. Like imagine if they didn't have like It's a Wonderful Life. Imagine if they had all these rules set in place for It's a Wonderful Life, instead of just writing that off as a tax credit, and then it went straight into the public domain. That's why so many studios, not studios, that's why so many TV stations were able to run it again and again and again, because it's still got good directing and good acting. There was a little bit of a backlash to be like, well, the only reason why people like it is because they watched it so much. It's like, no, it's pretty good. My Man Adventure Scoob 2. Oh yeah, the tax write-offs. Well, also, you know what screwed them all over is Trump. Something about Trump not allowing the merger to go through. For not that I'm. It was a rule. It was a shitty situation either way. But I think Warner Brothers wanted to merge with someone else, or someone wanted to buy Warner Brothers. But Trump was holding that off until he made sure that, I guess, Fox News, or he wanted to hurt someone over at CNN or whatever. And then he held off the merger until all these shows got canceled, because there was nothing that Warner Brothers could do, because there wasn't enough money and they were banking on that merger. So they got like OKKO got hurt by that. Venture Brothers got hurt by that. A lot of like Adult Swim stuff. I think what they're doing, Roberts Zemeckis' take on the witches got a tax write-off. Oh no. Yeah, Mao, like a bunch of Cartoon Network shows, basically a lot of Paramount stuff got screwed over in that situation. And then they haven't like fully recovered. Like they've been tossing Warner Brothers around like a hot potato. Again, it was a shitty situation, but made shittier. Like I'm not for like all these companies merging into one huge conglomerate. But I am sad that a bunch of hardworking artists got screwed over when they clearly could have been started working on another season of their shows. And it also sucks that they don't, if they're going to do like a tax write-off of something, then they should just be like, okay, if we do this as a tax write-off, can we just like release this to the public and get some at least some brownie points? Like, hey, here's just whatever. Like we can't make any money off of it legally, but at least it's made. I think that's good. Want some? Oh wait, I know what I'm missing. Her lips, or the shimmer on her lips. Michael. Oh yeah, that's right. Zarlov? Is that what they call him? The new Wonka prequel looks interesting. Yeah, it's okay. Again, I heard someone describe it. I think it was Little Karibo that described that they were trying to go for the Paddington. Why can't I hit that G? The Paddington Bear sort of feeling of just kind of like whimsical and harmless, and which is not how the original Wonka, or at least the original Wonka came out or felt. You're a little late. We're about 30 minutes in. We got maybe about 30 minutes left. Let me see what the clock is on this. We are on part... Actually, we're on part 15. And part 15 of 16. But we've still got 14 minutes of this left. And what happens if I do this? Okay, it doesn't jump to the thing. Can I see the display? Display size. List of icon. It won't give me the running time of the individual clips. That's a little bit weird. There must be something I could do, and it'd be basically, I think we got another 30 minutes left. Yeah, 30 minutes is fine. I think that... Oh, okay. Grandma's got a phone call from my uncle. 5... Let's see, hold on a second. It takes the macaroni takes 30 minutes to cook. Actually, that shouldn't take too long. I just need to put on some water to boil right now if I want to get ahead of it. Because I do want to stream tonight, even though I think my voice might be hoarse. I had not foreseen her getting on her phone and talking. That would be part of the equation. So ordered a sketch commission from a friend from college. I have been wanting to order a commission for years. All right, cool. Da, 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 da. I'm putting the final touches on this other drawing. That should be good for tomorrow. That should be a princess pear or prickly. I like that color better. Okay, good. Final save. And I have, how much footage do I have of this one? 1 hour, 50 minutes. That's perfect. That's perfect. Good. I got another stream ready for tomorrow. Not an Artcast, but for the other side channel. Nope, can't do that. You can have that run. Oh yeah, I do have to take Grandma to an appointment for her pain clinic. She's going to get some good hydrocodone that is now being monitored very closely by the government. Well, not the government, but the doctors are telling the government. The government are telling the doctors not to give it out as liberally as they did before. So I'm going to spend most of my time tomorrow doing that. Not all day, but like that'll eat up a good 2 hours. Driving her out, waiting in the doctor's office, talking to them. We'll probably hit up lunch. I'll treat her to what's out there. They have nothing. They have a macaroni grill, which we've gotten sick of. The Costco out there. Maybe we'll grab a pizza. What were we talking about? I got one of Shark Girl from X-Men wearing Every Week is Shark Week. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, Nimona. I've got to check that out. I have the graphic novel, again, which started out as a web comic, oddly enough. Um, yeah, I've got the graphic novel. I I got that from a thrift store. Though part of this is trying to be less worried about my art looking less good than the official stuff. I don't know what to tell you. There's every artist has a different touch. Um, even if it's not like official looking, just go with the flow. You'll improve over time. How are Costco's pizzas? Actually, it's been a while since I've had one because I barely ever go to a Costco. The last time we went to a Costco, it was when Mom needed some stuff for a birthday party she was throwing for one of her clients, like one that's been with her for forever. And she wanted to get some flowers and candy and pick up a cake. So we went there, and then we had a slice of pizza afterwards. It was pretty good. We go to this Sam's Club that's like pretty close, and that's our version. They have okay pizza too. It's a rival. I mean, Costco pizza. There used to be one at this mall, a Costco, and we used to go there all the time. So that's like childhood memories right there. Good. Thanks, John. Yeah. Let's see. What are we doing? How long do I have? We got about maybe, I'm guessing maybe another runtime? 20 minutes. And that's, okay. Part 16 is actually another 30 minutes into its own self. So we've got another 30 minutes. I'm going to start cooking. You guys can join me in the kitchen. I will be heading over there. I have my phone, so I'm going to listen. I'm going to look at all your chats. But I'm going to start working on dinner. Yeah, their hot dogs are amazing. There have been like legendary stories of like the CEO telling like people, "I'm gonna murder you if you charge more than $1.50 for those hot dogs." I would actually prefer their pizza to Pizza Hut. Like there was a Pizza Hut that we were ordering from, and they got really stingy with the sauce. So I remember one time for my birthday. It wasn't a major birthday. It was like maybe 17 or something. I was like, just order from Costco. They have a phone number off the side. Just order 2 pizzas from them, and you'll pay $16, which is like cheaper than Pizza Hut. And they did, and it was great. Anyway, I'm going to put you on the phone, and you guys are going to talk to me. And if you can tell me if my mic dies, I'll switch over to the other mic, the auxiliary. There we go. I'm going to start cooking. How you doing, Grandma? Yeah, yep. I'm going to make the macaroni and make the cheese sauce. We got about another 30 minutes in my stream, but I can do it out here too. Say hello to everyone. Everyone say hello to Grandma. Did you tell him we have a doctor's appointment? Okay. Oh, okay. So he decided to change. Oh, well, actually, your appointment's not till 2:15. Your appointment is not until 2:15.
I know, but
He'll lay down. I hear you. I totally hear you. Yeah.
living. I get trophies.
You mean anxiety? Yeah. Well, we walk on it. One likes to garden. Let's grab it afterwards. Reading some Invincible and around superhero crossover. Wait, what? Have they dropped the new trailer for the new season of Invincible 2? Oh, I'm talking to them. Here you go. See? It's one of my viewers. They're listening to us now while the stream runs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what this thing around my neck is. Okay.
I need to know that so we can.
You're not going to put them in a salad?
Yeah, I will. So we can eat some of them.
I love grapes.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, fruit is nature's candy. Okay. Got that. Got the pot of boiling. Now, when I make my cheese sauce, it's 1 and 1 and 1.
What do you do?
It's 1 and 1 and 1. You take one. I'm trying to think now. It's 1 cup of milk to 1 tablespoon of butter to 1 tablespoon of flour. 1 and 1 and 1. Elton Brown, of all people. Elton Brown. He's a chef that I like to follow. Well, I would watch him online. No, he had his own show on the Cooking Network. Is this one good or funky? It's funky. Oh, butter. I will make the Rice Krispie or the Kix Krispies tomorrow. Yeah, it's got to be there by, I assume they want it there by 5:30, like last time. They say they have about, let's see, what did they say? They're about 60. They got about 60. 60. Yeah, so it's a good crowd. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Take up $2,000.
Okay. Okay. Anything you don't want repeated. We'll do good. Because I need to do some work. I need to get some work done.
What are you doing then?
Yeah, I'm doing it now. It's live. It's like a radio show.
Now you in front of a lot of people.
Yeah, about maybe. Well, this says. My computer said I had.
I'll get a.
No, Grandma. It's just. But if I could do other things and keep on a regular schedule. Okay. You don't need to be scared of it. Okay, this is the sugar. I need flour. Okay, so we're going to take about 3 tablespoons of butter and start melting that in a pan. And then prepare our 3 tablespoons of flour in a tray. Could probably use cornstarch, but I think flour will do fine. Did I say tablespoon? It's a tablespoon. A teaspoon's really small. A little bit extra. This is just, I'm just working on the last 30 minutes of the stream, so I decided to come out here and start working on dinner. And everyone's chill. Ooh, a new podcast of the Loremen just dropped. If you haven't checked out the Loremen, then you guys should look into that. It's a pretty good podcast. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm also just talking to them. See, the butter is melting good. I'll add the flour, whisk that up. Oh, shit. Maybe I should get the... Can I break out the beater? That's a hassle. That would make this real smooth. No, I don't need that. It'll be fine. Here. Hey, May, how's it going? I'm cooking some macaroni. Got maybe about 30 more minutes of the stream left. So, okay, now I'm adding the flour to the melted butter. I'm going to whisk. If I can get a good whisk. There we go, this is fine. And we are making our roux. Hear that? That's the sound of cooking. Oh, that's beautiful. If I had Google Glass right now, you guys could see what I'm doing. 3 cups of milk. Let's see. Here we go. This will be fine. Add some chicken with sweet potatoes for dinner. Sweet potatoes, like those little fingerlings? Yeah, this is fine. I don't need the blender. But I do need to make sure none of that sticks to the bottom. So I'm going to take a... Yeah, this will do fine. Start it on a boil. Oh, cool. You've been watching Scooby-Doo Mystery Inc. Yeah, isn't that great? Oh yeah, it's that whole series is like grotesquely steeped, and I mean good in a way. Uh, like 70s culture, which is weird because I got into Scooby Doo because of the 80s, like I don't know, Boo Brothers and the Ghoul School, and even like what was that? The new Scooby Doo show, the newer Scooby Doo show, the one in the 80s, not counting the what's his face, the Vincent Price season. 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. Actually, you know what? Screw that. I think that wasn't the 80s. I think that was like maybe 91. Or we let this cheese. Before we add our cheese, we got to evaporate some of the water off of the milk. This would have been better if I had some already evaporated milk, like from the can. But this is good. Ugh. And I need a tray. This turned out really well. Disney DJ girls. Also, there is a DJ called DJ Daisy. I don't know if she's popular, but she seems to have a presence on the internet already, so there may have been some cross-contamination. I think this one will do good. I think. Yeah, this one will do fine. Okay, I gotta turn this on high. Okay, the battery life of this microphone is actually pretty decent. If I can keep it at, if I can keep it charged, then it'll last at least 2 hours. Also, I'm using the old drawing of Minnie as a reference. That turntable was actually created in Blender. I used it. I basically just used a model and then I changed the colors a little bit and then color over it. And because Matt, did you commission these? I'm trying to remember. Sometimes I miss the correlation between the stream name and the name on the commissioning. But anyway, because I got commissioned to do basically a set of these, that came in real handy. Yeah, no. Oh, that's what was happening. The clip came loose off of the thing. Yeah, I'm talking still. We're good. Grandma, don't be afraid of it. I need to start doing stuff on a regular basis.
It needs one of these. Like,
All right, but not a battery?
it will work. I put new battery.
Okay, well, let's see.
Put it back.
Well, let me see. Let me look. Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, that could be it. Okay, I'm going to turn this on medium, so that way we got a lot of good vapors coming off of the cream, so that's good. Okay, I'm having trouble with this.
Put it over our sauce.
I know. I'm not. Just wait.
Won't come out.
No, it's stuck now. Just wait. I got it. I'm digging out a filter in her ears. There we go. Yeah, you got a little bit of a little situation. Let me take care of this. Yeah, I got it. I got one. Okay, hold on. This is the day in life of me. I gotta clean out stuff, clean out her hearing aids to make sure they freaking work. How the hell did you get it past the filter? Okay, there we go. Perfect, it works now. Okay. Yep. Ooh. Ah, do you hear that? Here, you're about to hug Grandma. You ever do that when you get someone next to someone with a hearing aid? There you go. Yeah, you had some stuff in there. I cleaned it out. Oh, okay. Hold on. The sauce started to scorch a little bit. So it wasn't you, Matt. That's right. You did the Invincible and you commissioned Invincible and Miss Marvel. That's right. Now I remember. And the Snow Girl, red throwing. Okay, that looks like it's about it. Yeah, and what time do we have? That's about 2 hours. Perfect. Hey, Rocket, I got one of your commissions done while I was doing this. Hold on, just wait. I gotta make sure the food's not burning. Beautiful. That is a good-looking roux. Let me boil that up. I'm sorry, Rocket, you missed the whole stream. But tune in tomorrow around noonish, and one of your commissions should be broadcasting. Yep. Do that one? Yes. Okay, well, I've got to finish this up, and then I'll be back. Okay, now I'm making macaroni and cheese, and we're hitting the road. So yeah, yeah, maybe around When do I like to do these? Yeah, 11, 12. We got to go to the doctor's office at 2:15, so let's bookmark that for about 11 tomorrow. Princess Prickly will be free to oblige you. Anyway, this was fun. This was a nice little experiment. We'll see if we can do more of these while I'm doing other things. I think the Bluetooth microphone that I bought, I think it's actually doing pretty good. In the meantime, yeah, just take care. We'll see. I'm making dinner. We'll see if we can get a stream going, or if Miss Melanie will grace us with her presence tonight. We'll see. Anyway, everybody, take care. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you next time. Okay? You have a good one. Bye.